Hello everyone and welcome to Market Wrap with Raja. Today is the 27th of August 2020 and the way we are behaving, it definitely feels that we are part of the film Hangover. Well, if you have seen the film, the first edition of Hangover, it was quite a funny movie where people didn't know what they were doing. They were having a party, and that's what the market is right now. I am Raja Venkatraman here, co-founder of NeoTrader, and also your trading influencer. I've been in the market for more than 15 years, and it's been a great journey for me. And I have an energetic son who keeps me on the run, just like the markets. So yes, the markets have been moving along, and just like I said, it is just like the movie Hangover where we are having a party and we don't know what's going to happen the next day. And next day is what we all are waiting for. But then, as long as the party continues, we should stay on the bullish side. We had discussed yesterday about the possibility of the Bank Nifty taking the mantle and continuing its upward traction. The same tenor was seen today as well, and the way the markets behaved, well, it did begin with a good gusto, but then towards the end of the session, on the expiry day of August, yes, we saw some profit booking out there. But then nothing seems to be disturbed. Everything is in order. There's nothing as disturbing right now. But yes, in terms of the corona cases, the scenario continues to be on a disturbing front. And well, the way we are going to react to corona virus epidemic will definitely be of concern. On that front, there are certain companies who are coming out with some solutions, and solutions in this area is some magic pill which you can get, and that's why you'll see that Sun Pharma is in the news for coming up with medication for the COVID-19. And if the trials, clinical trials, which it is doing right now, it were to go on par and as anticipated, then yes, Sun Pharma could definitely be a stock to watch out for. And that's why you're seeing that many people are getting active into Sun Pharma. You see, always the news comes later, but then the way the price action has been, it has sustained around above 500 for quite a sufficient period of time. And today, towards the end of the session, we saw a nice upward thrust. So from the overall way the whole concept is panning out in Sun Pharma, that should be a stock to watch out for. And when you take a look at the real estate, well, that was the mover today. Real estate simply saw a very, very nice upside. There is some discussion about some tax cuts being discussed out there, and well, that could be some benefit because there is some shops being offered to Maharashtra, and considering Mumbai to be a financial hub, let's see what really happens because that sector has really suffered, and we need to see how that sector can revive. And supporting the real estate sector could be the financial companies which are giving loans, and they are the NBFCs will definitely be in contention, and they could witness some bit of momentum. And today, if you see once again, the top mover was definitely the real estate. But apart from that, not much of movement seen here. There was some marginal movement in PSU banks. That's why you will see that today the scales were once again divided between the gainers and the losers on the Nifty 500. Not much of traction to see on either side. But then when you take a look at what helped the Nifty sustain the bullish momentum, it was once again banks which have played a part. And you will see that IndusInd Bank has once again played an important role in ensuring that the momentum is sustained. You had IndusInd Bank, you had Axis Bank, and you also had some PSU banks kicking in form of SBI. So yes, auto names continued considering the bullish prospects of a tax cut which is being offered by the government, which I discussed yesterday. So yes, there are a lot of cuts being offered, but then will these cuts help sustain the bullish momentum, and whether the momentum which we are seeing right now in the markets will continue? So let's dive right in and find out what are we looking at the charts and what is the kind of setup are we seeing, whether we can take help of our friend NeoTrader and get some clue as to what really is happening, right? So let me just share the screen once again, and as I go down into the screen and try and find out what really is happening, because we need to understand the entire market space is not giving us a very clear picture. So today what I'll do is I'll begin with Bank Nifty. I have Bank Nifty on the screen here with me right now. You can see the way Bank Nifty has sustained. The sustained momentum which you are seeing in Bank Nifty is definitely encouraging. And right now, the 23,000 level is going to be an important zone to watch out for. So if I were to even take a channel out here, all right. So if I were to take this as a channel target, you can see here that you can take this as a channel target somewhere close to this range. You can see this as a channel target, which would roughly put it at 2000 points. So yes, you need a lot of bullish momentum to continue. So 24,000 is the first hurdle. And if it were to continue, then you could actually see a nice channel target out there. So yes, the overall setup is very bullish. But then what is failing right now for the Bank Nifty is the momentum. So if you take a look at the momentum indicators here, the momentum indicators were failing on the higher time frame, and now they have begun to sustain. And you can see here now, after a very long period of time, you are seeing that Bank Nifty on the daily charts is going to move about 70. So yes, there is strong indication of bullishness in Bank Nifty, and that is the sector to watch out for in September. But then when the September series begins, do take a note of this. When I did a seasonality analysis in 2019, I covered this in my earlier videos also. If you're not seen it, go and take a look at that. In 2019, this May, June, and July were negative, and this time the May, June, and July have been, June, July, and August were negative. In 2019, in 2020, June, July, and August have been positive. So, well, we need to see whether September was positive in 2019, whether it will reflect the same color in this coming month. We got to see that markets are getting stretched, trends are getting stretched, but then the factors which we are looking for continues to show that yes, there is lot of promise. And another factor which I would like to add on is I do this currency analysis regularly, and I was looking at 74 level on the INR to be an important support area, which was coinciding with the October 2018 high. So what really has happened here is that the INR has closed below 74, which does indicate that there could be some more bit of strengthening in the INR, which means that INR could slip lower. If INR drops lower, it could spell some more bullishness for the markets. We got to see whether it will happen, and if it does, it would be a fantastic approach. I'll cover INR in tomorrow's edition, where we'll take a weekly roundup and also project what is the element for the forthcoming week. So I'll do a currency analysis also tomorrow. So stay tuned to that. And now don't go away. If you like what I've shared, do comment and share and like this video right now, because I would be happy to see your likes on this video, because every video I've been sharing important insights and I want your support, because your support is very critical, so that I can go forward, I can be more energized, and I can share important concepts with you. So now let's go down into the our pivot confluence, and let's see what does Nifty have to show us. You can see here that this is the chart of Nifty. All right, let's first go to Bank Nifty first, because we have analyzed Bank Nifty. Okay, this is the Bank Nifty setup, and we are having right now a confluence. Immediate levels to watch out for on Bank Nifty is 23,700. Then you have got all the way up till 24,000, which is our anticipated target. Well, tomorrow is Friday. It's going to be the last day of the week. And to your knowledge, we have already reached the multi-day, which is the weekly target for Bank Nifty. That is tying up with the R1. So we are having a very important confluence at 23,700. So those who are long should definitely watch out for this level because 23,700 could be an important profit booking zone. And at those zones, you should consider booking some profits. And well, if it begins to move above that, you already have your outline. You have your outline out here till 24,000. Well, that was the Bank Nifty where we are having a nice confluence there on the upside and on the downside. If you were to take a look, we still have a lot of room and on the downside, yes, 23,474 is the first level of support which it will have to break for an intraday pullback. So like we saw on the charts, 23,000 is the next best support zone to buy into Bank Nifty. And as long as 23,000 levels are going to hold, we are going to experience the continued bullishness in Bank Nifty. So that was the take on Bank Nifty. Now let's move down to Nifty and find out what Nifty has in store for us. Yes, this is the charts of Nifty, and you can see here that yes, it is going up, and after that, what you're witnessing is some profit booking. So, like I said, that we are in a hangover state, and we go up, and then we realize that well, yes, party's over for the day. We come down, and then again next day again. So every day is a new day, right? That's the maxim which Nifty is following, and as long as the trends continue to hold, we don't have to worry. But yes, we need to understand that this is going to come to an end soon, and if you can see here, there is an alternating kind of a pattern, which definitely is not a clear sign of bullishness. Okay, this alternating signal which you are seeing right now in the setup here is definitely not a very healthy sign. So if we were to witness a pullback tomorrow, okay, let's get into that scenario right now. And what are we seeing, and what are the dip levels which we can buy into? Let's go down and take a look at that. If you see here right now, the dip levels which we are watching and observing. So you can see here that there are frequent gaps which are being seen here right now. You see this? There is a gap zone here around 11,400, and then again there is a support here around 11,330. So yes, those gap zones are far away. So an immediate zone could be this consolidation area here, which is around 11,450. Well, there was a nice consolidation here, and post this consolidation, there has been a nice movement. And if you were to take, okay, this whole move which you have seen here, if you were to take the help of Fibonacci retracement from the recent swing low here, you see here, and if I were to just expand this a little bit, and if I were to see, so around one third retracement is a healthy retracement. So anywhere in the dips region around 11,400 to 430 could be a good ploy to look into Nifty long again. I would not advise a Nifty long at the current moment. I would look at a pullback approach right now because the overall sentiment does indicate, okay, does indicate. So if I were to, become a little bit more miserly, so then what I would do is I would at least wait for a 23.6, which is around 11,500. So 11,500 would be my first bet. 11,430 would be the next best area to go into with a long opportunity in Nifty. Yes, pullback buy is what I am advocating right now in Nifty, and a breakout buy in Bank Nifty. So that's what it is looking like. And let's go, once again go into NeoTrader and find out what do we have in store in terms of the confluence. You can see here that currently Nifty has closed below the pivot out here. You can see here it has closed below the pivot. And what we are seeing right now is that the way the Nifty is positioned, you are having the R1 of tomorrow coinciding with the multi-day. So here also you are seeing that yes, the multi-day resistance, the multi-day resistance is going to be an important level to watch out for. So yes, Nifty has got room for around 100 points more, and that's what should be considered. So first step is that it has to open above the pivot. So you got some room. You have around 50-60 points on the Nifty at the moment. Well, if it goes beyond that, then you have the floor open, and it could definitely change the game. And why am I saying that? Is you are having a confluence zone for tomorrow at 11,839. Well, it's a long haul, but you don't know. Suppose Nifty is in Chris Gale mood and it goes all out, then you can have a fantastic finish to this week. While on the downside, we are once again seeing that yes, 11,453 is the support zone. That's where we are finding our first set of supports, which we had seen here. You see here on this chart. So somewhere around this is a set of support. This is the second set of support, sorry, and the first set of support is at 500. So you have got two sets of supports on the Nifty: 500 on the downside, 11,500 and 11,430. On the upside, it has got room till 11,660. So that's what is my take right now on the Nifty. And on the Bank Nifty, we have some decent levels here. 23,000. Bank Nifty has closed above the pivot. Nifty has closed below the pivot. So between Nifty and Bank Nifty is the preferred index to trade tomorrow. All right. So I hope you liked what I shared in this video, and I hope you also got some insights on how to approach the market. Well, it's been a great day for the markets, and it's been a great expiry where we saw a lot of ifs and buts and people waiting whether it's going to happen, it's not going to happen. They have their own wish list, they have their own bucket list, but then markets continued their own action. And those who participated, those who tracked the Nifty along with me, have definitely profited. I hope you will give your like on this video, and you'll also comment on the video too, so that I could use your feedback and come up with some more interesting setups. Thank you for watching this video. I am Raja Venkatraman, co-founder of NeoTrader and also your trading influencer. I've been in the market for more than 15 years, happily married with a loving wife and an energetic son who keeps me on the run just like the markets. Have a good day, stay safe, stay healthy.